Alrighty, welcome back to the Son of a Boy Dad podcast. We are here live from HQ 3.
And I can't help but to hear. No, I can't help but to hear an exchanging of words.
Very nice. Thank you, Roan, for that.
What a beautiful wedding.
I don't even know this song. What is this song that you guys are singing?
I chime in with a haven't you people ever
It's that
heard
song?
of? Yeah, bro.
Maybe
Wake your ass up,
That
bro.
might be the only lyrics I know of that song.
Closing a goddamn door, no. You don't fuck with that?
No, I've been on mostly just Simon and Garfunkel lately. Where have you gone, Joe DiMaggio? Our nation turns its lonely eyes to you. Hoo. What's that you say, Mrs. Robinson? Joltin' Joe has left and gone away.
The fuck are they talking about with that?
Hey.
It's from the movie The Graduate.
Yeah, but where did Joe DiMaggio go?
I looked it up, and apparently Joe DiMaggio was really pissed off about that lyric. He was like, I didn't go anywhere.
I'm still here.
Yeah, he was literally like, I'm doing commercials all the time. I'm still here. That's literally what he said.
DiMaggio had long been retired from the game, right?
I think so.
By the time The Graduate came out. Yes, absolutely.
I believe so, yes.
And therefore also this.
But Joe DiMaggio was like, Joltin' Joe is still here. What the fuck are you guys talking about? They're making me feel like I'm washed up.
Yeah.
People say that DiMaggio's hit streak is the record that will never be broken in baseball.
Yeah, probably not.
I think that Cal Ripken would be tougher.
Really?
Playing that many consecutive games, just with load management.
Yeah.
You know what I
load
mean?
management alone.
You've been doing a lot of load management.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tons of load
crack and
management.
stick.
Crack and stick, managing his loads.
Beating his meat like he's trying to get those glow sticks at concerts working.
Before my Don't Tell, I went out and I bought a CBD vape. Was just abusing that thing the entire day.
Why?
It actually helped a lot. Because I would be in and out of panic attacks the entire day, and then I would hit it and it would go away.
Did you hear the fucking, I think maybe it was the LA Times did a comprehensive look at 37 different dispensaries in LA, and they found that every single one of their carts had pesticides in it.
Oh, yeah,
every
that's not
one
surprising.
at every single place.
Yeah.
There's no place that has any type of pure carts.
But that's been a thing forever. That's why I don't understand why people are still smoking those.
I bought a bunch of organic weed from Maine, and I think it's going to be pretty good.
I'm sure.
I bet it won't be better weed, but it'll
I think
probably
it
just
is.
be a little bit
Cleaner. I think it's going to be cleaner.
Yeah.
I think the Maine weed is supposed to be really good.
Maine
though.
weed's great.
Yeah. One of my friends moved to Maine when we were in middle school, when we were going into high school, and he was a big pothead, and the weed that he would always send pictures of, we were like, whoa.
Yeah, that's the best way to tell weed.
The crystals on that are
Check out the
unbelievable.
Look
Yeah.
at the crystals. Somebody said that in a rap battle to me once. They're like, you're the type of weed guy who's like, look at all the crystals.
That's funny. You are.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a weed guy anymore, unfortunately. You're
Yeah.
actually the...
Now you're just a booze hound.
No, not even that.
You're kind of a booze bag.
No, now I'm fucking...
We've been trying to get you to slow down.
I was boozing hard with Roan over the weekend.
Oh yeah,
and
you two together. It's like
Let me
that's
tell
just,
you,
it's
dude.
just like a glimpse into what addiction looks like.
we were drinking just to drink,
Yeah.
and it was awesome.
That's
It's
fun.
so fun.
Yeah, that's
it was
fun.
so fun.
Yeah.
Just taking pickleback shots,
Late at night.
I thought about drinking this weekend.
Heinekens, crushing them.
Yeah,
What'd you think about it for?
because I was unbelievably nervous,
Yeah?
and I was like, I need to flush this out somehow. And then I went and I bought the CBD vape. Turns out that's all I needed.
I heard Bert Kreischer was trying to get you fucking off the wagon.
No. Why would Bert Kreischer have been? I don't know Bert Kreischer.
There was a story about him trying to, or he told a story about him trying to like make Dave Attell like give up sobriety.
Dave Attell? That's like the last person who would do that.
Yeah, for like Fully Loaded or something
Yeah.
like that. He was like, dude, just 18 days. Let's just fucking burn it out. Let's just get fucked
Dave
up.
Attell's been sober for like 30 years.
I think I thought they said like 6 years or something like that.
I actually think it hasn't been that long. But he's like 60.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just saying that. I don't know.
Bert said that he's switching more to weed now than alcohol.
Yeah.
I heard. That's what I read somewhere.
That's just going around the comic world. Yeah, Bert's switching to weed. It's going to
I've
change
heard,
everything.
Yeah, he's gonna get ripped.
The machine's getting ripped. But how about when he was on Sunday Conversation and he was like, I'll never stop
drinking. Yeah.
Mhm.
Liar!
Well,
You
I'm
think?
sure he's still drinking.
Still drinks.
Come on, bro. Don't get ahead of yourself. I'm sure Bert is still throwing him back.
No, dude. I heard he might not be, bro.
I could go for
It
some
broke my
sherbet right now.
broke my heart.
This is the world's best comedy gossip podcast. Okay, coming in today, we got new news. Bert Kreischer apparently laying off the beers.
No, bro. I walked in, half the office was crying. Bert gave up booze. When's he going to be back? When's he going to come back? So on the way to meet up with Francis last weekend,
We were hanging out.
I heard.
Yeah.
I was making its way out to LA. Me and Spade were talking about it.
Yeah?
David Spade. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
I thought you meant
I call him Dave.
Spud.
No.
Dave Spade.
Dave, yeah.
Or Davey.
He likes his friends to call him Spade.
Depends
Spade man.
on the mood he's in. I'm sorry. I don't know why I engaged in this because Roan was telling a story.
You cut him off very rudely. It's actually like shocking to see.
Can we go back to
I listened to it and I
Roan?
said, "Where are your manners? Fucking asshole." Rowan, please continue. I'm sorry about that.
I went over my bike handles.
Really?
Yeah.
Falling?
Yeah.
Because you were so
he
drunk?
He told me this story when we were hanging out. So tell us that because he doesn't know about it.
A guy, I was on the straightaway in Chinatown Park on the right, where everything bad happens to me on my bike. That's where I got pulled over like a block from there.
Yeah.
And a guy
Spade doesn't bike a lot.
Please, there's a story happening. I
I'm
knew
just
it was
chiming
coming.
in. Spade doesn't like to bike. He's more of an Uber guy.
I heard that he takes a one wheel around. I heard Spade puts on a helmet and rides a one wheel with like full armor
Yeah.
and fucking just leans forward through LA.
That's
and
kind of
just
how we
weaves
do it
and
in
out of
LA.
traffic.
Yeah.
It's the most environmentally friendly. He's got a hybrid one wheel.
Yeah.
Runs on electricity, but you have to charge it up every 30 minutes. So
Yeah.
you get stuck in traffic.
No,
and have
his
to
has
pull
solar
over.
panels.
Yeah. He's got solar panels on his shoulder pad so he can just charge up as he flies around the city. A dude just like pulled out in front of me and I just whoa and I
Yeah.
fucking smacked into him and went flying over my handlebars.
Did you guys throw hands?
No, but I gave him I started to give him an earful, but then I calmed down.
Well, I was wondering about that.
What'd you
I was
say?
like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
But I was also like, I had to assess for injury, so I was just standing up.
Did it
For a
fix
good
your
30
back problems?
seconds. Low-key, it did.
I was gonna say, I feel like
It got me
sometimes
right.
things like that could just like unlock
You
the
just have to-
pain.
Yeah.
Goes to an MLB game and throws a ball.
Yeah,
All the
Henry
way to the
Rowan
catcher.
guarded out of it.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, he's
What
drafted.
the fuck? Yeah, I could fucking launch a football 70 yards suddenly and had great pocket mobility because of it. But it fucking it wrecked my shit. I have some
Yeah.
nasty bruises right in this region that I'm not going to show you. But it was
He showed us.
yeah, show the boys, of course.
We saw.
And then we had our night out, and I don't know if I should say this, but should I say that? We biked home.
Yeah, we sure. Oh, I pressured you too.
No, we biked home.
You got to get back on the bike, man.
Spade does not like drinking and driving.
It was
And riding.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Francis was
Boozing
like
and
going
cruising?
back to do his sets, and I like got to the stand before him, so I was boozing a decent amount, and he just like slowly biked next to me to make sure that I wasn't like
Yeah.
fucking.
Well, that's the thing. That's what it's like going out with Francis. Like you guys go out for hours, and next thing you know, you're blackout, and Francis is on his second Negroni.
That's not true. I was throwing him back. I just hold my alcohol very well.
And then he's like, "Dude, come on, we drink together all the time." And it's like, "Yeah, I drank 3 times the amount that you drank."
Listen, it's not for me to make you pace yourself. I'm not going to hold your hand. Some people know how to drink. Rome was fine.
The
I
only
was
time
Banged up, but he's fine.
I was doing fine, and the only part that gave me trouble was like when you get to the Manhattan Bridge, there's like a steep hill that you have to go up to, and there are these like pillars to make sure no cars drive up. And like I couldn't get through the pillars.
He was sort of walking the bike.
I had to
with
walk-
their feet on
Because I
either
couldn't
side.
get enough momentum on the uphill to fucking.
I was
Were you guys on
laughing.
electric bikes or just
Yeah,
or
electric.
regular? You couldn't get enough momentum on an electric bike.
They weigh 400 pounds.
He
and
couldn't get his foot. He couldn't push his foot
Yeah.
down hard enough to start it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
again.
all you got to do is pedal once, and it boosts you
Yeah.
like 30 feet.
Yeah, I like lowered my seat so I wouldn't have to be on my like tippy toes. I wanted my feet to be flat on
Yeah.
the ground. It was so.
It's
I mean, we
highlight.
got home safe, but
Those
it was
are highlight nights right there.
it was very funny.
Special bonding time.
That sounds fun.
It was. We
I
could
feel like
use a
I'm
guy
always
you.
asking you guys to hang out in the city, and you guys never.
Well, what's weird is that the common
Like 2 weeks ago, I texted Francis and I was like, "What are you doing this weekend? Let's do something." And he was like, "I'm just hanging out in the city." And I was like, cool, let's
There's no
let's
way
go play pool or
this is
something. And then he
true.
just ghosted me completely.
There's no way that's
The only
true.
time that you've asked to hang out in the last like 6 months is when you were like, hey, I'm watching the game in my bunk bed at the Citizen M. Do you guys want to lay 3 across so we can fucking watch the
Don't even get me
the
started
hockey
on the
game?
Chicago incident.
No,
Just hours just looking at my phone being like, is this thing broken? Because we were supposed to get dinner 4 hours ago.
no, your Citizen
Laying in bed, stomach is growling like you've never heard. Eventually, I was like, I guess I'll just order something.
You wanted us to lay
I'll meet up with
across
the fellas after for apps.
like when you're at a like when you're on an RV and there's like the portion atop the fucking driving part of the RV where you just have to lay on your belly and look out a small window. You were inviting us to just fucking
All I know is that my feelings were genuinely hurt. when that
crawl into
happened.
bed.
I was under the impression Francis said, what did you say? You had to go get dinner with your aunt or an uncle?
My aunt and uncle, yeah.
And so that was like we left the office together.
Yeah, I fucked this up.
We left the office and then I called you and I said, "Hey, what's up, dude? What time are you thinking we're gonna go?" And you said, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." Like that whole classic, "I'm so sorry."
Well,
Yeah.
I had double booked
I'm
myself.
so sorry. I gotta go get dinner. I'll meet up with you guys after. And then I'm texting Roan and I'm like, "What's your plan? Francis is gonna meet up with us later. I'm fucking starving." Hours go by. I text in the group chat, "What are you guys doing?" Then Roan replies in the group chat, "Can't text me one-on-one." He couldn't face that.
At first, I
monster.
already told you that it was because your text is pinned and I didn't see it at the top. And second, I hadn't left my hotel yet. So when I texted you, I was still fucking ass naked,
Plot hole.
fucking washing, cleaning my balls and ass.
Plot hole, you weren't even at your hotel. You were at pop punk recital.
Rehearsal.
Rehearsal.
Yeah.
Oh, so I have an even better excuse.
But that had
so I
ended,
went from recital
that had ended,
back to my hotel.
That had ended like 4 hours
I had to
prior.
shower after my recital, and then I fucking waited and was still texting you before I left.
You texted me once, and it was like hours later, and it was while
No,
there
I
was
texted you
a
what the
hockey
name of the
game
bar
going
was,
on.
and you said, I'm not leaving because I wanted to watch this on the fucking big screen. I can't stomach to watch this on any screen other than the big screen.
No, I wanted to watch the game, and
Yes.
you guys were like, "We're gonna go to a cocktail bar where they take your phones and they bag them up while you walk in."
But
to
that's
get,
why
like,
I carry
to
two
get
phones.
the traditional old
I carry a dud
experience.
phone to give them. So when I get the old timey experience, I just give them the dud, and then we can fucking watch it on the phone in the back of the fucking cocktail bar.
So then I ate Qdoba in my Citizen M, and I had chips and queso in bed,
Listen,
just
Sass,
funneling queso into my mouth,
this is
laying
what,
down.
What goes around comes around. You set a precedent of never wanting to hang out. Then the one time you do, well, too bad.
Well, it was also like
Wolf.
I got there and I was like, "This is gonna be great, guys week. Like we're all gonna be staying in the same hotel." None of us. We were all 45 minutes away from each other.
We also went out to dinner the night before, and he and I talked to each other the whole time while you periodically got angry over the fact that you were staying in a shitty hotel.
Yeah, and I was starving, and
You couldn't even touch the food. You were so mad.
no, I ate a good amount of food.
You wouldn't eat the pork belly.
No, I didn't want any pork belly.
Pork belly was the highlight of the whole
It
meal.
was
No, the
incredible.
noodles were the highlight of the night. Those things were phenomenal.
We went to a place called Duck Duck Goat in Chicago. Highly recommend.
Highly
Yeah.
rec.
I'm about to go back out to Chicago, or actually, I'm there right now. If you're listening to this podcast,
Yeah. That's
You
good.
should go to a place. There's an Italian place that's unbelievable that I went to. I'll figure out the name.
I gotta go back to my Croatian spot.
Yeah.
I gotta get to my
Oh
Croatian
yeah, we
spot.
talked about going that. And then
Rosemary.
that night he and I did meet up for a
Yeah,
drink.
you did.
Yeah.
We already covered that.
right next to the Croatian spot.
Yeah.
That was at the cocktail
That was
bar
the
where they
cocktail
took the
bar.
dummy phone,
Yeah.
and I was in the back watching the hockey game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was at like 11 p.m.
they bring out your drinks in a coconut that's filled with smoke.
That was so late.
Smoking it.
That was so late to the point that it was clearly one of those times where you guys are already on your like 6th drink and you're like, "Oh shit. We forgot to text Sass."
It wasn't like that at all. I
All right,
hadn't had a single
I
drink.
guess let's get one more and we'll just have him come tag along.
No, because Francis was still at dinner when I went to that cocktail bar.
He waited for me.
I was literally solo dolo, and I
You guys
got the
must have been
fucking
making those plans in a
appetizers,
separate group chat.
and I was slowly eating the appetizers so there would be enough for him when he got there.
It was also one of those texts where it was like, it wasn't like in the group chat, like, where should we go? It was like Roan texted me already the final plan. It was like, we're going to this place. And I was like, when did you guys discuss this? Because the group chat's been silent this entire time.
Well,
Listen-
dude, I made an executive decision to go to some place that I wanted to go because there's nothing worse. And you know who's the worst at this? The ladies picking a fucking thing. whether it be a fucking movie
Mhm.
or a fucking place to go eat dinner or what to eat for dinner. It's so much better to have a fucking pilot,
Yep.
having a driver. When we went out to dinner the other night,
Drive
we're
the
like,
ship.
Spud,
Yep.
fucking order the Thai food for
Spud
us.
drove the ship. He
And I
went
didn't
down
even
with the
know
ship.
what I was eating. I didn't know what food. It was just morsels.
It was
There
a
was just
surprise.
morsels.
So did you get
Dealer's
drunk
choice.
before or after your spots?
What?
I said, did you get drunk before or after your
I was
spots?
having a couple of cocktails, not going ham or anything. And then once my last one was over, I went back, and that's when we really started drinking.
So you were drinking during?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Why?
In LA, it's just they don't do that. In LA, they don't.
Yeah,
They
because they're
actually, the
fucking-
bartenders won't even serve you until after you've gone up.
That's because they're forcing weed down your throat. They're like, wait, before you go on stage, let's shotgun this weed.
I did actually walk into the green room, and Josh Potter was in there, and he was like, "Do you want a dab?" I was like, "God, no, dude."
Oh my God.
I am insanely nervous, and now I'm going to do a dab.
You want some heavily instilled anxiety? Do you want to unearth a memory?
They just had a bartender who just had they just give you dabs.
Was
Yeah,
it that
yeah,
high
exactly.
show?
What?
There's a show out there that you're supposed to get high. and
No,
do.
this was Comedy Chaos, hosted by Sam Tripoli. It's the hottest show in LA.
Right.
You can watch their recap video. I'm on it.
Are you really?
Yeah, it's me, David Spade, Sebastian, and Tim Dillon.
Well,
Mm.
over like rights free music.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
Yeah. It's hilarious. Everyone else comes out and they're like they just show you coming out, and everyone's like, ah, and then I come out, I'm just like, zero emotion, heart rate just 160, freaking the fuck out.
You just hear Adam's apple like massive swallows of fucking throw up and spit.
It was hilarious. Like in the video, you can visibly see how much more nervous I am than everyone else.
Did you feel better after murdering though?
Yeah, I felt better as soon as that first laugh hit.
Where'd you go? What was your first
That
joke?
first laugh hit like fucking, it hit a crack.
You
Oh,
go,
yeah.
You go
Yeah.
U-Haul out of the gates?
Of course.
Yeah, you gotta go.
I just
U-Haul out
ran
of
my
the
don't
gates.
tell set. It was 10 minutes.
You gotta go U-Haul out of the gates, and then I'd
U-Haul.
probably go into Dick's Sporting Goods, maybe.
No, I didn't do that.
Save dicks.
Yeah.
Save the dicks, but then going to Intruder.
Yeah.
All right, let's not give away my entire set.
Intruder.
All of this is going to be in my don't tell. Stop. Genuinely. This is all in my don't tell set.
And the one word is actually the crux of the humor.
Well,
if
no,
you
but
know
it's
the
like
one
now
word-
people are going to know what's coming, and I want them to not know. I want them to be surprised.
Yes.
And then go, whoa, oh my God,
we've ruined it all.
this kid is crazy.
the turn that this just took. I did not expect a U-Haul.
Set of the night, they were calling it.
Really?
Yeah.
Who else was on your don't tell?
No one that you would
What
know.
what number? What is there, like 38 people that go?
No, 6.
What number of the 6 were you? Perfect.
Best spot, hot
Perfect.
spot,
Hot spot.
hot spot.
Yeah, they only give that to the killers.
Not
Yeah.
too late, not too early.
Yeah.
Too early would have been brutal.
Yeah, they do. What they do that's nice is they have a host, and then they have a warm-up comic, and then they have the first recorded set. So then no one has to go first.
Yep.
Right. So there's a killer that goes in.
Yeah. Killer goes in, sets the tone. Yeah.
An assassin.
I said I would have gone first. Just let them know. Let them know up top what's going on.
Right. And then
Yeah.
just walk out.
I would have gone up. I would have gone up,
Else.
just done another 10, and then gone up and done my actual 10.
Yeah, warm up for yourself.
Yeah.
Did you leave afterwards or did you stay?
No, I had to go back up
Why?
because I fucked up a.
Oh, you went
I
and did it.
stuttered.
What do they call that again?
I don't know, but I fucked up. This is the worst part. I fucked up the fuck up.
When you did
and
it
I
again?
didn't, and I didn't fix it because I was like, I can't. I was like, I can't go up a third time.
Couldn't you you could have taken it again though?
I didn't know
They
I
all
fucked it up
know.
until after I left.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
How did you not know?
because I thought I fucked up a line. I didn't fuck up any jokes. All my jokes were fine. I stuttered aggressively at one point, and it was right before a joke.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I got to go up and re-say
Bro,
that.
wait, your voice just cracked. You want to take that
Yeah,
one
I was like, I got to go up
It
and
was
re-say
before
that.
That was
joke.
close.
It was
and,
before a
Close
joke.
to being really bad.
and then I went up and I like made a joke about having to redo it, and then I said the line and it was the wrong line.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I got a clean take of a line that was already clean.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
I see.
Well,
But
because
I don't
keeping the
really
stutter
give a
in
shit.
is almost like
It's like, oh, this guy's human too.
it's like having a chip on a sculpture. You know
Exactly,
what I mean?
yeah.
It's like it humanizes the
Yeah,
artist.
yeah, exactly. It's like when Louis has like sweat stains on his sweatshirt during a special.
Yeah, when he
It's
has
very
like
similar to
mustard down the
that.
fucking
Yeah, it's
center
very
of
similar.
his shirt.
Yeah,
It's your
that's what they've
mustard.
said. They were like, this is very similar to Louis.
This is a very Louis move.
Yeah.
Louis would actually cover himself in mustard like Pinto Ron.
Yeah. Yeah.
On purpose. He would have a makeup artist that he pays $40,000 a month.
Yeah. I had to watch a bunch of Rocky clips to get myself amped up.
You watched the speech, the Mick speech? I know you're a speech man.
I watched a lot of speeches. There was a lot of speech watching. I also watched the Oilers win 8-1, which was just incredible.
They're down 3-1 now?
Yeah.
Well, it's
I
probably
didn't
over by
realize-
now.
Oh, wow.
What do you mean it's probably over? That series is going to 7 for sure. I hope. I fucking pray.
You think Dallas is going to come back against the Celtics?
That ends tonight.
Well, this is Thursday, bro. We're on Thursday now. You have to give a
Look,
choose your
people
own
know.
adventure.
People understand. Like, we're wearing the exact same outfits we were wearing on the last
I mean,
episode.
that's you though every single day.
That is true.
That does. It's more telling that Ron and I are wearing
Yeah.
the same outfit.
That is true. You make a good point.
A very good point. A fucking strong, curious point. I drove down to see my dad for Father's Day.
No, you didn't. Thought that was tonight.
I went, came back to record these shows. And now I'm going back to the Phillies game tonight. It's easy to get to Philadelphia.
Not that easy.
It's not that easy. It's incredible how much you
Like,
travel.
you say it's easy, but it's still like a 2.5 hour drive.
Oh, it's an hour and 50 minutes, right?
It was probably 2:45 getting back last night with traffic.
Oh shit. Well,
But
he's
it's
talking about
usually,
getting back,
an
going
hour
down.
50. It's usually an hour 50.
Yeah.
It was
When I
an
went
hour-
out there for Philly Helium, 5 sold out shows. It took me 2.5 hours. I almost missed the beginning of the show.
via the train.
I left at 3:30.
I guess this guy was taking the local.
Yeah. I got there and the dude that was doing a guest spot on my show, Shane Gillis, I don't know if you know him, he was already there. It's crazy when someone else arrives before the headliner.
Yeah,
It's
well, he
embarrassing.
just takes the craft more seriously than you
Yeah.
because he's still on his ascent. And you kind of have this devil may care.
I've
attitude.
retired. I'm done. Like that. I'm gonna be like Jerry Seinfeld and just run that 10 minutes forever.
Yeah, but then
No
the
more
Palestine
jokes.
protesters are going to come to your shows. What do you want me to do about it? I was driving down, and this is a new development, but now my dog gets so fucking car sick.
Oh yeah.
It was the comedy of errors. This dog could not stop throwing up.
Yeah.
I just got the car washed, and this dog is throwing up.
The Porsche or the Ferrari?
It was the Tesla, the fucking the new Tesla,
Yeah. The Cybertruck.
the truck. Yeah, and I just got it wrapped too, like a West Coast Customs wrap, where when you drive past it, it changes colors. And the
It's
dog
fully
is throwing up,
reflective.
and the fucking wrap starts to peel up because of how acerbic the fucking throw up was. It was fucking nasty work. And then we had to pull over at a rest stop at the last second late for Father's Day, and then the dog steps outside and just starts fucking the nastiest shit
Yeah.
coming out of its ass.
That's what my dogs do
simultaneously.
too. Yeah.
Mm.
Like it was just both ends, and we were literally maybe 20 seconds away from the dog shitting inside the car, and then I would have been throwing up in the car, just hurtling down the New Jersey Turnpike. The dog's throwing up and shitting, and then I'm throwing up, and my fucking wife's throwing up. Fucking
What?
This is pretty dramatic. I don't know
No, I'm
if that
saying
would have happened.
what do you try? I definitely would have. If the dog started shitting
If the
all
dog
over the car.
shit in the car, you and your
Yeah.
wife both would have thrown up in
If
the
you
car.
had seen this shit, dude, if you'd seen this shit, it was like,
Bro, for 18 years, I had to walk outside and clean up my dog's
yeah, but your
diarrhea.
dogs have classic, dry, beautiful
No,
shits. This
would be
was
some
there,
wet
there
shits
was
with
fucking
flies all
placenta
over them.
on this shit.
Yeah,
dude.
that's what
there
my
was a
dogs were
fucking
like, too.
afterbirth.
Yeah.
Fucking,
I would be cleaning up shit and there'd be like white shit all over it.
the white shit that's clean and nice. This was fucking coated in embryonic fluid, dude. The fucking sack had burst.
You know what's really weird that my dogs do? When we go somewhere and we drive by the place that we got our dogs, they bark. Like they know that's where they are from.
That's where they were
Mm.
stolen from.
Yeah, that's where we got them. And we'll drive by that exit and they just start howling.
Really?
Yeah, it's very strange.
Wow. Damn. Tough.
Makes you think.
What happened to them there?
Right. Or was it
They probably went to
Utopian?
the same fucking groomer that your dogs go to. They got fucked.
If you want to hear what happened in that's listen to episode 126.
Yeah. Bunch of tail lifters.
That's a
there.
callback.
The tailback. Oh yeah, what the fuck am I saying? Then we had Taco Bell on the way home. Incredible.
That's probably why your dog was shitting all over the
No,
place.
I woke up this morning and I had probably one of my top 3 most beautiful shits of the year.
I know people. I think Taco Bell's a lot healthier than people let on.
It's just a limited amount of ingredients. It is kind of like dog food, honestly.
Yeah, it's
in a
very
good
dog
way.
food similar.
It's just like ground beef.
I don't know if I've ever had it.
It's not great.
My
I
wife
don't
had never
love
had it
Taco
before
Bell.
I don't think I've
yesterday.
ever had Taco Bell.
It's fucking great, dude.
It's also you don't need a lot. It's filling. Like all you need is one Crunch Wrap and then you're good. Like that's enough food for one
Crunch Wrap
person.
Supreme?
Yeah.
I don't like that the Crunch Wrap Supreme has the cheese whiz on it, though. I'm more of a cheesy gordita crunch guy.
I'm not very.
You're not versed on it? This is a slap in the face to Hank.
in the
Wait till I
Taco
tell
Bell.
Hank.
Tell Hank. I don't give a shit.
What?
Is
Hank comes from a long line of Taco Bells.
what? Oh, his family owns them or something? I
Yeah.
swear I did know that. I always forget.
Oh,
these
really?
weird,
I
like-
didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
I forget
his-
these rumors.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
His family was early franchisors
Of Taco Bell.
of Taco Bell in New England.
Hank actually coined the phrase "Yo quiero Taco Bell."
Yeah.
Dude, I have
Those
a,
were his first words.
It was his Chihuahua in the
Yeah.
commercials.
I know a guy who is from, he went to Columbia, he played basketball, he's a really
Just a good guy.
smart guy, he's well off. And his work is that he has franchised Burger Kings.
Yeah.
And I guess he runs or owns like, I don't know, 3 or 4 now, and he keeps buying them. And then
It's a bad one to franchise.
and I said to him, what's the hardest thing of it for you? And he goes, staffing. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Like I'll get a call at the middle of the day on a Tuesday from the manager of the store, and they're like, 3 of our employees can't come today. One has a parole hearing, one is like home with their child, and the other this. And he has to go in and run the register
Oh,
at a Burger King.
tell him to hang it up. That
He's
sounds
had to
not
go
worth
in and
it
like
at all.
dip the fry basket himself.
Just close down the Burger King while the people can't work at the Burger King.
You lose a lot of money, man. Those things are cash cows.
I also think that it's such an inglorious, perceived to be this inglorious career. Like we need to fucking rehabilitate the idea of a fast food worker because people just think it's like a shit place to work.
They're restaurants.
Whereas a fucking Starbucks, it's like probably hard to get a job at a Starbucks. Everybody wants to work at a Starbucks.
Yeah, they pay
Everybody
a
wants
lot.
to be a barista.
My little sister worked at a Starbucks for like 2 weeks and quit because they put her in a group chat and it had some weird name that she didn't like. Like it was like some gay name. Like they were all gay. Everyone that worked there was gay.
Yeah.
And she's homophobic.
It runs in your blood.
I gotta ask her what it was called. It was something hilarious. Like with like rainbows and shit.
Not during Pride Month, bro. She can't quit the gay group chat
And
during Pride.
She quit the job.
What the fuck?
Because the group chat name was annoying.
What? There must have been another reason. They're asked to do the fucking most at Starbucks. At least at Burger King, it's just like, I'll have a number 6.
Yeah.
The fucking drink orders that people are chefing up at fucking Starbucks.
You
Yeah.
gotta have skills. It's like being
Insane.
a cocktail mixer.
I don't know how you even decide that you like that.
know.
How do you pick your drink? How do women pick their Starbucks drinks?
They watch other women do it, and then
That has to be it.
they decide, well, that's what I'm supposed to have.
Right. They like walk in and like see a girl that's hotter than them drinking a certain drink, and they're like, I
Right.
want the fucking hot girl's drink.
Those
Yeah.
frappuccinos are so good with the drizzle on the whipped cream. They're 1,400 calories, but
Yeah, but also a frappuccino is probably like
Right,
that's like
boys.
a 1996 ass drink. Like,
yesterday I had a skeeter bowl and then a frappuccino, a cheeky frappuccino.
All I get from Starbucks is just a nice coffee. Black.
black.
No cream, no sugar.
They should let you fill your own up. They should be like the fucking machines at like you should be able to self serve a fucking because waiting in line when you just want a black cold brew
Yeah.
and somebody's ordering a fucking
Yeah,
like
it's
3 pumps
frustrating.
of vanilla, 2 pumps of caramel, 1 pump of fucking
Yeah.
chocolate.
I agree with that.
It's bullshit.
It should just be a fucking thing.
I
I had
was
to
at-
go to some... Oh, what were you going to say?
No.
No, continue. Please take it away.
Are you for real? That's the first time I've ever seen that happen. I've never seen you
Francis,
Defer.
please.
back off.
Roan, don't listen to him.
Of
Continue, please.
Fucking
I
just
know.
barreling forward.
Francis, I think Roan's trying to say something right now. So maybe we pull back a little bit. Christ almighty with this guy.
Yeah.
I know you probably got a little brain fog right now from the fucking 10 Negronis you had last night. But some of us are trying to work right now.
I didn't have anything to drink yesterday.
Supposedly.
I took Sunday off.
Detox day.
I'm not gonna drink until Thursday.
Wow. It's brave.
Take 4 nights off in the summer, dude. That's, I don't know. That to me is a win.
I'm probably around fucking a lot of nights off.
Dude, check this country song out. It goes, I swore off the bottle last Saturday night. I spent Sunday thinking about doing right. On Monday and Tuesday, I'm in it to win. But come around
Song
Wednesday, I'm
sucks
drinking
ass.
again. You don't like that,
No,
bro?
that song sucks.
That's a good-ass
That
song.
song sucks.
You
didn't even get to
didn't
the-
even let him bring it home.
I didn't even resolve the
I
chord.
knew, but I knew as soon as he brought it up
Do you-
that it was a bad
Can you imagine
song.
being full-time producers on this show?
It's literally about what he's talking about, dude. It's,
It was-
on Wednesday,
I
he's
don't
drinking
relate
again.
to you guys because you guys have crippling alcohol addiction.
All right,
That's
let me-
some southern
I'm a-
guy. That's not us.
8
He's
months
doing
sober.
a song.
Let's do the song that you would fucking sing. Like,
I swore off
took-
the bottle. I swore off the bottle last night. Oh, 8 months have passed. Still swore it off.
Finally turned out my light
for coming
at
out.
4 a.m., but I got up at 5 because I had diarrhea.
yeah.
It's the same for me night after night. I don't know why, but I'll just keep on living and not take stock of my life.
Yeah, got your ass.
I've taken complete control over my life, unlike you guys.
I
Well,
hit
then
the
why do you have
CBD.
diarrhea
You guys
every
are
fucking
you guys
day?
are slaves to the bottle.
Nobody's shits are as big of a problem for them as yours are.
Mine would look like
Oh,
a coiled
no.
infinity sign this morning.
Hmm.
What?
My sober counter expired.
Look,
'Cause I
probably
didn't
because
pay
you
the
got off the bottle.
subscription.
Yeah, dumbass. So you might as well be drinking.
208 days minus one, of course,
Yeah, right.
for my glorious blowout.
No way. It doesn't count if you're fucking like getting like high as fuck off the CBD dabs in LA.
That's true. It does count.
No, it doesn't.
It's drinking, bro. I'm still on PCP and
All
all,
right,
that
Mints.
good shit.
You're on the Ben Mintz
I'm
shit.
on the Ben Mintz.
Would you
God,
guys,
no, I'm
would you
sober
guys
as
have any
fuck.
interest in? Tell me your thoughts on Burning Man.
Not even close.
Have we talked about Burning Man?
No, but I went through like a weird phase where I was like, this looks like it might be cool. And then I got older and I was like, it looks awful.
Roan, what do you think?
It's not even a music festival.
Oh,
No,
It's like an arts festival.
Well, what the fuck is an art festival?
I think it's just like so girls can go like sell crystals and shit. And like dudes can be naked.
So
And be like, I'm an artist.
when I was in LA
Yeah.
for not for Don't Tell, but later for the premiere of Tires on Netflix,
Yeah.
which I was in.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it was good.
How long were you out there for?
In
You're
LA,
more of like a one and done kind
I
of
was out there long enough
I
Fly
wanted
out
to
Sunday, leave Monday.
No, I'm gonna fly out Monday, leave Monday.
I go for as little time as possible.
When I go out, that's what I want to do. But then I go out there and fucking Spade and all these guys are like, you gotta stay for the late show. And I'm like, fuck.
No,
Yeah.
they're
I'll
like
push back the flight.
they're like we have the same ideology that like the homeless people should control most of the city. That's you.
You can't really shit on the homeless people in LA when we live in New York City.
But they it's like the takeover that they have, the tents that they have is fucking insane.
Dude,
Yeah, it's worse here.
the homeless in Maine, I was home in Maine a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
They are dishonest. Did I tell you this?
No.
They have signs up that say like, "Hey, I need $4 for a bus fare.
Yeah.
I'm passing through." And I was like, "To where? We're at the end of the country.
Yeah. Canada.
We are. There's the entire everything to the right is Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah.
You know, where did they come from? Where are they thinking they're going to? How did they get stranded here?
They're in the cul-de-sac.
Yeah, you're not passing through. You need to turn around. You need to turn around and go back.
I need to
Yeah.
get back home. Dishonest homeless people.
I know. Fools.
But when I was in LA, I was talking to this table of people at an outdoor bar who they're like they're a big part of their life all year is planning their Burning Man. They go every year. They're
Yeah.
called burners. And this is a culture. This is a big culture in LA.
Yeah.
and they do different events to raise money for camp.
Yeah.
They call it for camp. And they run their camp with, meal prep and food and all of this. And they, have to buy their drugs, and they have to, make sure that there's sleeping space and adequate. And it sounds like they're planning sort of a commune type thing. And they go for a full week.
Yeah, unless it rains.
And there's lots of judgment of people who don't actually adhere to the unwritten rules of Burning Man. They don't like people who go out just to hook up with people. They do
Understood.
different types of drugs the whole time. There's also sort of, people that soothe you if you're having a bad trip, or there's like tents of medical people that will help. I'm not a drug guy on that level.
Oh, you should talk to Harry about this. He's actually our drug guy now.
Yeah.
We usually just keep it to like the legal things like booze and stuff, but ever since he spent a little time in LA.
I know.
It's the culture out there, man.
I don't know. I can't decide if the right place for me to do LSD would be Burning Man, or if it would be the worst place for me to do it.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a place that seems set up particularly to elevate the experience of doing acid.
Yeah.
With controls and people around who can calm you down if you're not. They know exactly how to talk to you and treat you. But having never done it, I mean, I think I get freaked out if I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
And we're in a desert, and I can't escape.
Did you see last year when it rained?
No air conditioning. Yeah, they couldn't get the cars
And
out.
they had to like rescue
Imagine
people?
being on acid for that.
Yeah.
These burners said that much more was made of that than was actually true.
Yeah, because they don't want that black eye on their Burning
Yeah,
Man.
there was one Honda Civic that got its back tires stuck, and everyone freaked out.
I just saw a video of Chris Rock getting like rescued from Burning Man.
Yeah, he was hanging onto a single rope from a helicopter, like Rambo.
Uh-huh.
The last time I did acid, I think I was at a NASCAR race, and it was fucking awesome.
Ooh, that sounds wrong to me too.
It was very nice.
So noisy.
It was noisy, but it didn't. The noise isn't like that wasn't the main thing that bothered me.
What was?
The rain.
Oh,
I think just the weather, the rain.
it was raining. At
And
the
there was just some
NASCAR
people, and there were just some
You did
people-
acid in when you went on vacation and you hiked that mountain and then you had to go. lay
I
in the
what did the
ocean.
mountain?
You hiked a mountain.
That's not what you said, bro. And luckily you're Jewish, so you could say what you
I
said.
literally said I was talking about
Did
a
you
mountain.
hear
I
it?
said you hiked
Did
a
you
mountain.
hear it? No, you did not say that.
Yes, I did.
You said something
You hiked
very
a mountain
nasty.
and then you had a freak out and then you had to go watch like Finding Nemo
That's
in
true.
the ocean.
You know, I watched The Lion King.
Yeah,
and
you
then
watched
I
The Lion
snorkeled
King.
Snorkeled for
Yeoman.
5 hours.
Yeah.
Then a rainstorm happened then too, dude. Whenever I
Dude, if you have an acid problem, which is a weird problem to have. It's like a strange problem.
that was too much acid.
But I think if you are like a drug addict who's addicted to acid, they just kill you. Like the government just comes and shoots you in the
or
back
they're
of the
like,
head.
"Welcome, son. Your mind is ready for the CIA.
Yeah, yeah.
Welcome, brother. You've passed the MK Ultra tests."
The group chat was called Fruity Flies
Was
with a
Starbucks?
trans flag and a gay flag and a fly.
there because there's so many fruit flies at Starbucks?
No, because they were all gay.
Why was it?
Is there no Starbucks nod here?
No, that's just what the group chat was called.
I see.
So like fruity, why not just fruits?
I think it was
What's
just
the
supposed to
flies?
be
What
like
do
a
the flies have to do
All right,
with it?
never mind.
Will you
Scratch
ask
it?
Ask her.
Scratch it.
What is
Ask her
what is
the
it?
etymology of the
Because
fly.
there's probably a lot of a lot of restaurants get fruit flies. If
It
you
could
don't
have been.
clean
Yeah,
up
you know what?
enough.
That's probably what it was.
Was Starbucks leaving its fruit out too long?
Because this could be a class action suit against Starbucks if
That's
the
right.
fucking if the
And my sister's not homophobic, by the way. I feel like I should clear that up.
yeah right, bro. That segment has like people probably stop listening after that segment. They're not gonna in the middle of Pride Month. They're not gonna circle
She
back.
is a huge War Mode fan.
Is she?
Yeah. Yeah. Her bio on Instagram is who's going to investigate the investigators.
They weren't homophobic, were they? They just believe in the nuclear family.
Yeah.
What did wait, go finish what you were talking about.
What was I talking about?
Something about something.
Do you want to ever talk about how Tires was? I feel like we literally have never talked about it since it came out. It came out, we were in Chicago, like Nick and KB and Rudy rudely made fun of it.
Francis was so mad. He called me the next day crying.
And then what happened the episodes after that?
We didn't talk about it. We had war mode on.
Oh no, I wasn't here for that week.
You weren't here for
You
that
weren't
week.
here
was
that
out
week,
with
and then we had
foreplay.
war mode.
And then
Yeah.
we have war mode. So maybe you could talk about tires because people probably would like to hear about that.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I feel like
Yeah,
we've kind
twist
of
my arm.
alluded to it enough. I will say they just put out the blooper reel, and that was a fun walk down memory lane.
Yeah, everybody was
It
laughing.
made me feel like I was there.
Yeah.
Well, you just see how the scenes are built,
Yeah.
which was my favorite part of it. You know, it's weird. I like acting. I find it hard. I don't. You know, dramatic acting is. I don't know. I don't have that really. And this was just improvising. So when you don't know what someone's gonna say, it makes reacting naturally much more easy. And the way we would do these scenes is we had like plot points that we had to convey, and then we would just do a take that was right down the middle, and then we would start over, and this time we would stretch it out a little, or you know, kind of riff around, and then if we got something from that take that was good, McKeever would tell us like, do it again, say that again, or try this. But usually you're just trying to make your scene partner laugh.
Yeah.
And so, like in that scene where I'm talking to Shane about
Your wife?
my wife, we had so much fun with that. Initially, he said the first time I said she's Polynesian, and he goes, "How much time does she have?" And I had no idea he was going to say that, and I couldn't speak.
Yeah.
I knew I was supposed to keep going, and I sat there just open mouth, like that's so funny that I can't. All I can do right now is try to not laugh, and then I couldn't.
Yeah.
But then I was also doing a riff where I was trying to play that, you know, the sort of LA fitness,
Yeah.
like cult of wellness guy
Yeah.
who does like the grounding and the breath work and the cryo and all that. And so I was talking him through like the workouts we would do at the job that I was trying to get him to. And I go, I said, we're going to do the big three. And I was thinking air, sea, and land.
Yeah.
like a triathlon every morning or something. And I was like, we're going to hit the ocean, shake hands with Poseidon. And he goes, huh. Like you can hear him process it.
Yeah.
And then I go, then we're going to get on the bike.
Yeah.
And then he loses it.
Yeah.
And so then you hit that again because you're like, well, that's funny if we can get that. And then the George Blaine window pane thing.
Is that naturally came up?
Well, no, they gave me the name and that, and then him saying, so I'm going to be Shane from George Blaine's window panes. And we couldn't get through that.
Yeah.
And there's something about sitting really close. We were really, I made a choice as the character to just be really close to him all the time. And when you're sitting really close to someone, when you say things, it's hard not to laugh.
Yeah.
Laughter is like, it's like an ultraviolet light that only the bees can see.
There was one scene that we were sad to cut, and it was a scene with me and Kyla, where I come up and start talking to her about how much potential I see in her to like turn her body around.
Yeah.
And I'm telling her that my wife used to be like sort of pudgy like her.
Yeah.
And in the same breath, I'm like, yeah, that was during the era when she was fucking this fireman, but she says she stopped, and I earned that. And there was so many funny things like that that in that scene, but it just didn't really make sense from the plot.
Damn.
That's the story. You
so
know.
Are they going to run it back? That you guys had a nice little golf outing on last Saturday.
Yeah, I think I'll be back in season 2. Hopefully, I don't want to jinx it, but I feel pretty good about that. I think it'll be a much bigger production this time because now it's fully it's Netflix now. When we did it,
you were trying to sell it.
The first time, Shane just paid for it out of his own pocket, produced the whole thing. It was we shot it very quickly. We thought it would just probably go on YouTube or maybe behind a paywall like the Gillian Keeves special. And then a few months later, Netflix picked it up, and now it's it's going to be like a full production with I guess trailers and stuff like that. It'd be kind of fun.
That's sick.
I'm excited about
Did
it.
you talk to them about writing something in for the Sass Man? Maybe just like a little.
Everyone keeps on saying this, but I've never asked or like insinuated that.
No,
I'm
yeah,
dying
I'm
to be
asking
on the
that.
show.
I told
People keep coming up to me being like, well, "Are you going to be at season 2?" It's like I have no fucking clue.
Yeah,
There's been no signs that I've.
Yeah,
any
no,
part
I talked
in
to
this
Gerbies
show.
about it. I was like, there's this kid, little Sasquatch. And he goes,
really, like,
little,
means
he
well.
goes, little what?
It's a soap
Squash?
company.
And he goes, why is he still calling himself that?
I've met him before.
And I was like, I don't know. I think he's trying to disavow himself from it, but it's proving harder because of the brand he built on Twitter. And he goes, oh, is he the guy that did the draft video? And I said, yeah, that guy. And he's like, well, that's not going to work in the show.
Well, what can you do?
Well, maybe someone could get drafted, or like maybe it's like this an analogous scene, and like you get drafted to like the war or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good idea. And it's something like that nobody would actually draft you for.
Yeah,
or like, the tire company has a draft. They're drafting people to be at the next tire company.
yeah.
And then we could throw a real logical wrench in it by having everyone would know that what you were getting drafted for would obviously be in a high paying job. And someone could say out of nowhere, how are you going to pay the rent?
Yeah.
That would be good and funny.
That would make sense.
Sass
Are you
not loving
getting
this.
bored?
He's not
or-
loving this
Oh,
bit
I'm
at
fucking
all.
exhausted
From what?
from
From
flying.
talking
I'm
for an
jet
hour?
lagged.
Damn, I can't believe you talked for an hour.
We also haven't talked about your special at all.
Good call.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome. That was so fun to watch.
When
get
is that
made.
coming out?
I don't know. They're editing it right now.
Is it going to be on Netflix?
Probably not.
Probably.
I would
This
say.
guy keeps on slaying. If Netflix comes and sees you live at the stand and sees how you have people scream, throw up, laughing, people fucking projectile vomiting from laughter.
That's
why my dog was shitting itself.
Yeah.
I was recounting some of Francis's best work.
Yeah.
It's intraspecies.
It's interesting too because typically rescues aren't my crowd.
Yeah, you like a pure breed.
It's just I don't know. I tend to relate more
to the Goldens,
to the purebreds, but
sure enough, it's that translatable humor.
yeah, it cuts across
Even a
different
brown dog can
socioeconomic
enjoy
backgrounds.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, your special was very fun to go to. And,
Well, it was really nice having you guys there. That meant a lot. It felt like a real team effort. Got to enjoy it all together. And Sass was having fun. He was ripping it up there.
Yeah,
Tried to hold back. Wanted to leave some meat on the bone.
No, Sass could not stop cracking the NAs. It was almost like it was almost sad seeing someone who's such a professed anti-beer guy like trying to guzzle down as much of the beer flavor as he could just so he could harken back to an age when he was actually slamming actual brewskis.
Yeah. Pretty accurate.
It was sad.
Yeah, it was twitchy. It was twitchy almost.
Yeah.
He had a
I was
bucket of
super
NAs.
nervous. I was more nervous than you were.
Do non-alcoholic beers actually make you relax a little bit?
Yeah.
It's placebo.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
having it in your hand.
Yeah.
Placebo sounds like a word that is a combination of placenta and gazebo. And I
Yeah.
wonder what that would look like.
Oh man,
A
slimy.
gazebo made out of placenta.
It kind of is like it's kind of like a weird combination of the word like place and O.
I don't get it. I don't know why that wasn't a topper. Not that mine was funny. I wasn't even trying to be. It was a thing, and mine made much more sense.
I'm going off of like 3 hours of sleep right
Placebo.
now. I need you to loosen up on
Gazebo.
that.
Throw
and
elbow
placenta.
in there. Place elbow.
Place elbow.
Elbow?
It made more sense in my head, and then I said it, and I was like, "No, it doesn't make sense at all."
I think that gazebos are bullshit. There's nothing enjoyable about a gazebo.
I'll tell you what they're good for.
I love a good
Weddings?
gazebo.
You get caught in a fucking lightning storm.
You go to the gazebo,
That's a nice little hut.
Yeah.
Little safety. Or let's put it this way.
the rich man's hut.
If you are, say, a young commandant in the military and you're dating a 16-year-old who's just about to turn 17, and you want to teach her the ways of life because she doesn't know much,
Right.
that is a good place to give her that lesson.
Yeah.
Do you get this reference?
I'm trying to pick it up. Was it from?
You'd be the only one to get it.
Is it from?
He's definitely not going to get it.
I don't think I have it.
You are 16, going on 17.
Yes, of course.
You've
The Sound
got
of
a
Music?
lot to learn.
The Sound of Music.
What do you think? I've never seen The Sound of Music.
I don't think you've ever seen anything.
I've seen so many more movies than you, and I've seen The Sound of Music like 8 times.
I've seen it at least 8 times.
Yeah, I had to watch it for like every single class
All
ever
right, then
in
start
high
rattling
school.
off. Go head to head on facts of Sound of Music.
I saw The Sound of Music live. I saw
So
the
did I.
I saw the play.
I saw it on Broadway.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid.
It was intense. They dropped the swastika flags, and you're like,
Fritz.
whoa. It's crazy because you're like, if someone walked into this room right now, it would look like we're just at like a Nazi rally.
Yeah, that's
I
tough.
think
There's just
people would get it.
massive swastikas hanging from the ceiling.
I think people would understand that this singing of like doe a deer, a female deer wasn't necessarily.
And the flags are like jarring when they come down.
To be honest with you, so this is interesting.
It was
Do you
comforting.
know what age you saw that at?
Yeah, I was probably like 13.
Did you see it in Boston?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it in
My
New York
mom's
when
obsessed with The
I
Sound
think
of
I was
Music.
like 4 years old.
Yeah.
And I don't remember much of it. I did have a crush. I had a crush on the little girl. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night, good
It's a good musical.
It's great.
It's a good movie too.
It's
It's just
amazing.
too long. It's like 3 hours or 4
There's
hours.
2 different videotapes. We had to
Oh,
pop
really?
one out in the middle. There's an intermission, and then put the next
And yeah,
one.
they played the reprise of
Yes.
the hills
Yeah, we would
of
always watch it
life.
in like music class, and it would be like, all right, I guess I know what we're doing for the next month. Because you can't finish it in one class.
Yeah.
And dude, it has you wondering, how do you solve a problem like Maria?
Yeah.
It's like a flibberty gibbet, a will of
How
a
do you
wisp.
solve a problem like Maria?
That was really good. We all do know it. This is
Yeah.
fun.
It's
But
crazy
that's
that
why
you
I'm
think
almost-
I wouldn't know Sound of Music.
Well, I was surprised that neither of you picked up on the reference there.
I was thinking, to be honest, I was thinking like fucking.
I thought like The Notebook or some shit.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
a
thinking,
decent
a
decent
gazebo
pickup.
movie.
I was thinking of that Andrew Garfield movie.
I think they're in a gazebo when they do the whole "You are 16 going on 17" song.
Right, and
The
she's
problem-
just horny for Nazi dick.
Yeah.
She's like, I need a fucking Nazi
Well,
in me.
The problem is that you described it as a soldier who's dating a 16-year-old, and that pretty much sums up most military movies. Like that could have been Saving Private Ryan,
Well, 16 turning 17.
Yeah.
I thought would have been.
going on 17.
I was trying to walk you to the good.
If you
life.
said going on 17, I would have known immediately.
Usually I'm better than that. I'm going to be kicking myself tonight. I'm going to be watching the
It's
game
okay.
tape, being
You
like,
should.
see, I should have made that connection right there.
That's okay.
Why do they? What do they have against the Nazis in that movie? What do the Von Trapp families have against the Nazis? Because they're pretty boilerplate into what the
The
Nazis.
Nazis would have loved that family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's that they're nationalistic. They love Austria. It's their homeland, and the Nazis have invaded to take it over.
That sweet, sweet Edelweiss.
Where is the Sudetenland? What is that? Is that part of Belgium?
I don't know.
No clue.
I am part Belgian, but I don't know about it. The Sudetenland.
I don't know. And I am
That was
part
the
Sudeten.
piece of the original sort of German empire that Hitler really wanted to restore.
Sudetenland?
It was his Ukraine.
Really?
Yeah.
Is Crimea?
Interesting.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know Hitler felt that way about that kind of shit.
Well, then he started feeling that way about Poland and Belgium and the whole everything.
Everything. He wanted it all. He wanted the world.
When really he was like more of a Burning Man guy. He was just like taking meth and painting,
Yeah.
which is like kind of a Burning Man. If Hitler had Burning Man,
Yeah.
a lot of Jews would have saved their lives.
I mean, let's put it this way: he would have raised a lot more money for camp
Oh, yeah.
because he was convincing.
Get away with words.
Yeah,
yeah, honestly, as a
Silver-tongued
speech guy,
devil.
It's like that Norm bit where he's like talking about going back in time to kill baby Hitler. And he's like, I'd just be worried that I would fall into his gaze. That I just fall in love with those eyes of his.
he was charming. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
He charmed people. I'm not out of turn for saying Hitler was charming.
No.
People fell victim to his charm. It's
Mhm.
crazy that how many people were. There's so many Germans still alive today that like Germans who look Aryan. It's like you guys had to have had people in your family that were like on board,
Oh,
Mhm.
absolutely. Yeah.
Mhm.
and now they're just playing in like Euro 2024.
Yeah.
They are just going to soccer games, whooping it up, wearing scarves.
Dude, that came out of nowhere. All of a sudden, I'm seeing images of people at like soccer bars in New York City watching Croatia play.
Yeah.
I had no idea Euro was happening right now.
Oh, it's happening right now?
Yeah.
I've just been watching the hockey and the NBA.
We got that. We got the Olympics to follow.
Yeah, the Olympics are going to be cool.
I'm excited about the Olympics.
They had the
You are?
trial. They had the trials like this week.
Who's on trial?
A lot of people.
Damn.
A girl broke a
Nuremberg?
world record.
Yeah.
I think the swimming is going to be fun. I wonder if there's some good American stars that we can get behind.
Yeah, Leah
Hopefully.
Thomas.
Yeah.
No, she didn't. She didn't make it.
She's got too much drag.
Oh, I did a
That's damn
drag
good.
show the other night. Did I tell you guys about that?
Mm-mm.
No.
I did the drag show at the Stand last week on Sunday.
Did you wear drag?
No,
Yeah, I can't imagine.
it was insane. I killed. They're calling me king of the drag.
Want to tell us
They're
about
calling
it?
me the drag king.
Were the performers in drag or everyone
yeah.
else?
You were the only one not in drag?
There was me and another girl, and we were the only ones not in drag.
What?
Huh?
Yeah.
And you were just twinked out?
I had to go up at 3 p.m. on a Sunday.
But that's like prime drag brunch hours.
Yeah.
They probably had just enough bubbles in them.
Yeah.
That
It was good.
They were giggly.
It was fun. It was very funny. I thought I was going to bomb, and it ended up going very well. They were a very good crowd.
Nice.
Did you make it? Did you do your transphobic set?
No.
You're saving that?
I don't think all drag people are trans.
I didn't say they were
Well, then why would they be mad if I did a transphobic set?
because they sympathize in this Pride Month.
They tend to be pretty LGBT.
If I did a drag phobic set, that could be a problem.
What? Who's drag phobic?
They were all gay. It was all gay people.
Mm-hmm.
Are there straight drag queens?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I would think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe.
What? What?
I think it's like being like a male stripper. There's straight male strippers.
One of my boys is starting to get into stripping. Did I tell you that? I
Yeah.
told you guys this.
Yeah.
He went to amateur night, made 350 bones.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's a good day on the polls.
Great day. Fucking Reuters.
Well,
what do
we
we
gotta
Let's end.
Okay.
Perfect.
we gotta
Let's-
record a bunch of shit next week because I'm going to Wyoming.
I can record on, well, the Beer Olympics are next week. I guess I can record on Monday, and then I'll
Okay.
fly back on Wednesday. I can record on Wednesday as well next week.
We're gonna have to do 2 episodes both days.
That's fine. I'm not scared. Of course.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for listening. We'll be back next week. Goodbye.